You know the drill by now.
The final showdown.
We're ready, Put.
Justice for Mia, pal.
Let's start with the obvious. One of you is the mystery caller, no doubt. Someone here got Ava's phone. The poisoner wore a gas mask, which in itself is already an important...
How? The Rook wears them.
Not as generic as it seems.
Show proof of the origin of the mask.
Isak told me the masks I should say, came. The only ones who had access to the tunnels were Isak, Lumi, Chica, and Sasha. And I don't think Isak and Lumi have anything to do with this.
You can take me out of the list too, huh? For this, are you? No, Fila. Calm down.
I think they would have mentioned it.
I was with Mia. And I was with Dan.
And I was with you.
Yeah, but...
You don't trust me? Again?
Again. Dude, anyone on the island could be the killer at this point. Even you.
I just trust me.
Let's face it, I headed to the restaurant right after the call. I had no time to take off a mask. And undress that coat or parka or whatever that was. And chuck them somewhere no one would find. Me neither. Contrary to popular...
I'm fast, but not that fast.
Yeah, no one had time to undress from the costume.
That's a real pickle. Something here isn't quite right. Sasha with button.
What you looking at?
And Mia? No, think. The problem is time.
The killer needed time. With a lot of training, maybe?
Time machine?
The police box would suit...
Nice Doctor Who reference there.
Annika, a movie!
Huh?
It's a recording!
A recording? But it was a...
Yeah, pal.
We don't even have the hardware to transmit...
No, it
But
is
the
true.
video had a shitty quality, like a recording. What if the video was another phone? Ava's phone to make the video call, a second phone to play the video.
That could work.
We know who had extra phones.
You?
Yes, but I'm talking about Dan.
That's obvious.
And you were with him. That means you are...
What?
Of course, it's you
Hand
again.
me the
Nah. Not going down with that. I lied, okay? We were not together.
What?
Gosh darn it! Me? The Rook.
Either you are or you wished. You are too much of a fanboy.
That's ridiculous.
Is it no? Not really. He certainly is a fan of the
I
poison.
find it funny that I couldn't find any party goodies at the pool after... Care to explain, Danny boy?
What?
I didn't notice that. Yeah, very reliable Harry. But I don't think this will lead us anywhere. What do you do,
Hold
Sasha?
on. Let's not waste time on this.
Are you afraid this will lead to you somehow? Annika.
What? No,
Oh, Annie didn't see any.
See, how could you...
I wasn't. You know what? I'll take...
Sweetie,
Maybe it's time for the little kids to tell the grown-ups in the room to shut up!
Oh no.
I did! Ava's phone is the key to the plan. How did the poisoner get... We know Sasha stole it from me. Their words, not...
Sure.
And then, Chica attacked Sasha.
Chica did it?
Like I said, I lost the fucking... Dan must have picked it up when I...
When did I do that? First, why not Annika?
Me to Sasha, Sasha to Chica. Chica, how would Dan or Annika pull this... To get this chain of events? This is all sounding too...
So Chica didn't lose the phone.
No.
But, Chica, that was one hell of a plan. Caralho, throwing me under... For this, I was not expecting that from you. I thought we had something. Sometimes you act like a child.
Stop the act, Sasha.
Huh?
Sure, I don't buy her sob story about stopping you from betraying...
Harry.
Is there anything I've learned from Ava? Is to recognize a big
But I believe you both knew there was a plan to steal the phone from me. The simplest explanation is usually the correct one.
Occam's razor.
I say, Sasha must have stolen it back.
What?
It took time to recover from the attack, no?
Not according to Mia. She said Sasha left the...
Gosh, you did it! You got the...
Chica's interference was but a bump in your Admit it and get...
Are you having fun?
I just want to get to the bottom of this.
Harry boy.
Go on.
I was still with Mia, the one person you
Shit,
You're
that's true.
lost. Again. Let's face it.
keep failing over and over again. So in this case, is it me? There's always someone else over time who's giving the right hints at the right time. Sasha was definitely more help during the first investigations. Maybe she would find a way too. We would join forces and find a way together, but now I need to find a way for her, for Mia. Not going down that self-loathing rabbit hole again. Let's try another.
What about the poisoning act itself?
Yes.
We have enough clues to intuitively say...
Really?
Yes. It was...
Why the
In part, as far as I knew, our crumbles taste... But the victims thought it had a different taste than you.
How did that happen? Say...
That's easy. The crumble was made in 2 separate baking pans. Our crumble was... Apples were delivered and used for that purpose after. The crumble served to the victims was made either by... or by lacing the normal recipe with poison. So, it's not hard to point...
I told you so!
Bull crap on it! I refuse to believe it! Stop! Else could have added the poison, but
Sure, but we can all agree that Annika and the food she served to the victims after the poisoning, heavy, acidic, hard, choices so aggressive. I think Isak was right. It could... She was torturing them.
Honey, what?
Anika.
Guys, so sincere. Damn it, what did I get wrong? Are these crocodile tears though? From Annika of
So
all
what?
people?
If Isak said it, is it the truth?
No, I think
But
she's the
really,
one who wanted at least
Sienna.
part of it.
We're here to get justice.
But it's just a case
If
like
that's wrong, I don't want to
Valerie,
be
who
right.
were using her to pull off their trick so they didn't have to get their hands dirty.
glad you.
I'm sorry, what?
It was you, right?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I remember now.
I bet you.
Annika wanted to make a chocolate mousse. Dan forced her to make the crumble.
Honey, what?
Come on, you told us already. I need to tell her what to do all the darn time. Who knows what she would have done if I wasn't dead? She almost burned the food the other day.
Honey doesn't.
So you admit it? You were there the whole.
I don't know a thing about what's in the pantry.
You just gave away that you were there the whole time?
She might cook with poison.
Honey doesn't.
Hey! Let's Look, I know she can't be the person. According to Isak, she's...
Dan it.
Me? Dressing up to...
Dan would definitely do
Dan
that.
is actually too tall to be the attack.
Darn right I am.
Are we pointing to... Oh, for this house?
You were lost to the scene. After running...
That's all you got?
No. You see, you were bitten... Like Dan knows, and might have told you. Who knows? Lumi's notebook contained a number of poisons. We singled out some, based on the symptoms. One of them was, interestingly, snake venom.
I don't know what you're saying.
You see, this notebook was found in the trash. According to Lumi, it was supposed to be someone took it out of the tunnels, used its information, and threw it out.
And I got it into your hands.
Okay, pal. We don't need to go and beat around the bush. You think it was either me?
Yes, but the thing is, I found a dead snake. A snake exactly like the one someone killed a snake.
But I know how it looks, but I know.
It looks really bad.
Porra, you see the notebook was ciphered. I never got to know what it says.
But someone deciphered it.
Not me.
You're the only one with bite marks. Sorry, hun. You're marked.
Too much coincidence, innit? I follow the notebook's indications, get to it. You said you got bitten by a snake and killed it.
Yes.
There's the phone switch, the height of the attacker, everything's stacking up now.
The obvious conclusion.
I think it's safe to say they all had a hand in it then, because, once again, Dan was there and convinced Annika to make the apple crumble. Apple crumble, which was later laced with poison. Chica was the one who scared the victims and got the venom from the snake.
It was Chica and...
They never seem to care for the others that died, do
Too
they?
obvious.
Hmm?
Funnily enough, Lumi's notebook actually states that the...
What?
Hold on. Those notes I found. Didn't they say that the snake was venomous?
Yes, parts of it were correct, but it omitted the part that said, unlikely to bite unless and it changed the part that said, not dangerous or venomous. The decoded note says the opposite, and refers to
A mistake?
if it was a mistake, a misunderstanding of the cipher itself, random characters instead of readable words, with the opposite meaning of the original sentences. They were intentionally compromised.
But the notes were in the garbage.
Didn't seem to take you long enough to get them, though.
They left them there on purpose, you
Of course, some of us had the knowledge of how to decode the secret
And the
missive.
only reason why Dan went to get notes is because Mia ended up poisoned instead of Harrison. If it was the other way around, he wouldn't have batted an eyelid.
And how to sell to others the fake, decoded version. Someone who understood the mind of a detective.
Yep.
Me? Thank you, sweet and envy. But show us the paper. Curious. That's not my fucking handwriting, you idiot! Someone took my notes!
So, you had access to this notebook and decoded it, and you didn't say a thing.
Oh, Harry boy.
Notorious for keeping secrets, yes? But why keep the charade? And it was really obvious that something was wrong, right? Chica was bitten after all.
That's weird.
I was going to...
Sure. Or maybe you were trying to distract us from the Manchineel tree. Even here, you have omitted the line that pointed to a possible cure.
I bet Lumi asked for antihistamines. She must have learned from the very start that there were no
In
options.
hindsight, it's quite obvious that the fruits from the tree were It's the only one that had the same specific... And the only one with a map.
A map?
It also says that the sap causes... Look at on it!
Annika's hand. Blimey, I forgot about that.
Yeah. What happened?
Annie boils water. Annie remembers boiling tea for Fru Carlson.
That would make for a convenient coincidence. The Manchineel tree drips this dangerous sap, and you just happen to burn your hand in the kitchen? Every part poisonous, after all. Manzanilla. Manzanilla. Manzana. Apple.
Huh? Spanish for apple?
That's why you wanted to hide the box, Annika.
Annie wasn't big.
How so?
Annie left trash in the cup for it.
So we agree that Anika got the blip.
While picking the fruit, something's not right with that.
Really?
Sure why Annika had been able to pick the fruit.
The tree was too tall for...
You say the tree was... What?
Someone else was taller.
Yep, Dan did it.
What?
Someone was taller, and we both used the same map that Lumi left. I took a turn following the map's instructions. Like I said before, we were following the same map.
Shirley the killer? Who's Shirley?
And Chica was bitten by that snake in that same dead end.
Thrilling!
Gosh darn it!
Annie remembers a telenovela like this.
Yep, right now it's painting. Dan and Chica as the main culprits. Well, and Annika, but because she doesn't want to part in all this. Because, once again, she wanted to make chocolate mousse. It was Dan who made her make apple crumble instead.
Juan Altamira Mancera was betrayed by his twin sister. Context? She was born a month later during the Montoya's...
Anika, we will talk about this later.
No, you won't!
On the other hand, you are even taller.
Why me now?
I remember, those gloves you used, you would need something like that to pick the fruit. Also explaining why you pushed Annika into doing the crumble. You saw the notebook's poisonous apples, and a plan kicked into action.
The gloves?
Such a meticulous plan. All to deliver justice, right? Your precious justice. Kill the killers, an eye for an eye. So why...
Bingo!
We wouldn't.
Put, you lost it.
Mia switched plates with me and got poisoned. Don't tell me it was a mistake.
What was Sasha's reaction?
Why would I do that? I was...
Maybe.
Yeah, but you weren't sorry for her. You're sorry that I didn't go as you wanted. You wanted Harrison to be the one who ate it. As soon as you saw the plan had gone to shit, you went out Mia to try and cover your tracks.
You were sorry for the mistake you made. Or...
Annika prepared the desserts.
Annie always...
Exactly.
Dude, fathers, you were all...
We were all in the kitchen that day.
Which is weird.
I saw you going around and watching
Same.
Yeah, no...
Everyone was there during the investigation. Makes it so hard to rule any of them out.
I tried to help. Tell them, mate.
Damn.
Too eager to please.
Don't pretend you weren't happy.
You kept praising the rook.
Justice Pedal Force embodied
Justice
justice
Pedal
until
Force.
I knew
Mate, are
they
you on
poisoned
drugs?
What about their speech?
Poetic and poignant?
Strangely well paced and delivered with some spontaneity.
I feel so crazy now.
Shush! Pal?
You look...
I know who did it. You're all in this together! Of course! Of course!
How could I have been so stupid?
No, why would you say...
You can't imagine me.
No! Not now! I don't care about... How can you even say anything at this point? How is it possible that you didn't notice all the... Someone else charged Ava's phone and got it to you after making the call? It took long enough for you to notice it. Come on! You loathe... Ava, Isak, Lumi... You hated everything they represented. You hated how I was taking away your power to control and punish them. You hated them enough to ally yourself with the less morally inclined. Or however you fancy the likes of Sasha and even Chica and Annika. Dragging Annika into this. Either way, isn't this too complicated?
Yeah, because like I said, Annika wanted to make chocolate mousse, not apple crumble. She was pushed into making the apple crumble.
So many twists and turns.
She was just a pawn in their excessive
Makes
game.
it almost meaningless. Oh.
Mia, you magnificent.
You all kept underestimating. But she saw. I thought she told me to. But no, she knew. And to figure out how you. How many times have we been told? No. Ava told me she saw Annika that night.
I assumed I knew what she meant. How many times I ignored the signs? How many times I ignored the people?
And Annika!
No,
It was painful to see you, but now you were the last shred of And yes, you struggled, but you did it. You lied. Someone helped you. You got into a room and got her fingerprint. And someone else kept the phone unlocked and ready to use. And I know who it was. Sasha.
Well, they are not much of a weasel.
You know, the love story with an act of... Why the movie-like move? The knock on the head is... You really thought I would believe that Chica would... Sure, we saw Chica do a lot of the woman with passion. But why would she turn so quickly on you? I clearly don't know you that well, Chica. Too headstrong. But you never bent for anyone. You always kept... Not enough to not get involved in this plan. But still, you would never stoop so low. And Sasha's behavior is no less unreal. You were fine immediately after a violent blow to the head.
Or they could be from a soap opera, because funnily enough, they get violent blows to the head. Next minute, they're back up on their feet. Not even amnesia.
And it's like you didn't even try to pretend you weren't, leaving the... Why so many utterly bonkers moments in the story? Why such a blatant disregard for... Why?
So that means the
Hush! Shut the fuck up, mate! Please!
Okay, pal.
Always around you were. And it was so convenient that you found Lumi's notebook in the garbage. You didn't even give a fuck that the pages or the gloves were so clean. And you waited to give us the deciphered notes, didn't you? Just the papers on hand, waiting outside like a psychopath. You made us go through despair, and then hope, and then despair again. Blimey, even the gloves. You were wearing them on purpose. You wanted me to get there. To how they were used to get... Ugh! I don't get it. With everyone involved, this could have been such... Too many steps, too many damn breadcrumbs to follow. Bombarded by clues I was. So scripted, yet so clumsy. Everything. Overproduced. You were putting on a show? This has the Winters written all over. That's probably why Sasha made the call to the producers. That was the sign.
Let's stop the play, guys.
Yep.
Filhos da puta, they were getting away with all of it. We just had to. Giovanni deserved justice. For this.
Their death brought me no joy, only justice.
Honey, he deserved it.
Oh, God.
Don't fret about what was. The dice were cast, and nothing could. Mourning is mourning to the innocent ones.
Enough! I am going. Don't ever talk to me. So long. You bastards.
There's a weird satisfaction in being awakened by thunder and lightning. Really? Don't know if you want to hear this, read, whatever. Well, how about fake this to you? Think you deserve to know. I'm sure getting soft that way which catches us all. First, we were not trying to kill you, only the kills. Second, we were not taking the piss. We could have killed them when you were not looking completely. But that's the price of making deals with the sisters. They didn't know they used a Team Giovanni. Fuckers don't give information for free. Did what I had to do, no regrets. I'm sorry for what happened to Mia. This definitely seems like a good setup for a sequel. A blanket of heavy rain. Night is filled with terrors, I can feel it. But when I wake up, I can hardly tell. They're expelled from my memory then. They'll need to be filled with the terrors life brought up again and again. Ah! These endless conversations in my head. Who's calling me now? Let me sleep. I'm gonna talk to those wankers. The sisters? What now?
What's up, Cabra? It's the final day.
Already? It's been more than a month.
Contestants are automatically awarded the expenses of your, which includes food. The general costs will be generously paid by the organization and not charged to you.
Also, fun fucking fact, 6 dead people mean Jingwell, you inspired people all over the world. And you're like, what about the... And I'll tell you, money, if you're a cool pal, nothing putas and vino verde can't cure. If you're sad and pathetic, just think of all. And if you're one of those tacky people that want to buy...
We do advise you take note of the rapid inflation affecting the housing market.
And they have the reason why I still live in my
Buy
parents.
fast and responsibly.
Yep, indeed. Best of all, reflect on the progress you made here and then think of a new career. You've learned to be a heartless piece of shit. What an eye-opener.
We highly suggest you pursue...
Good suggestion.
Thank you. The ship will arrive before sunset. Do enjoy the facilities before you... Nothing a small tropical storm should discourage. It was a pleasure playing you. With you.
Great to leave this place. Ah, I'm wide awake now. Greasy phone, greasy like me. Maybe you should shower. I hope no one's there. What if you could transfer fingerprints with some sort of grease? I do wonder. Starving and soaking wet. Oh, of course Annika's here.
Annie's cleaning. That's all.
Last day, I'm still here, alive and well. Oh boy, how I wonder if she'd finished the job. Got stuck with my own crappy cooking, but that's a bit safer overall. And if she still manages the kitchen and handles the deliveries. Or should I? Yeah, the egg fried rice, forgot about that. Truth is, I didn't even know she was trying to kill me. It was really an accident in the middle of their overplanned scheme. And then she plainly tortured the trio with food. Oh, who's staring at us behind that innocent smile of hers? Probably no poison this time either. Even if sometimes I wish there was poisoned. Sweet lost girl led astray by strangers in a castaway society. That's probably too naive of me, but none of us didn't. Why is she... Yeah, better be in the restaurant. Bollocks, Sasha's
Big
here.
enough room for both of us, Harry boy.
Sure. Reading a book like name in the place. The First Circle, Alexander Souls. Whatever. Sasha, always the mysterious one. How he stood near to you. Seemed so interested in finding out the truth, even when it didn't affect them personally. But then, they got themselves entangled in some big overdrawn murder plot. It's funny how we judge both Gio and Sasha as some big-time criminals. Vile people capable of anything. Reprehensible, ready to make us miserable for their own fun. But they were just survivors, like it was in their DNA. This was most probably not Sasha's first rodeo, sure, but they're not into this kind of thing. Vengeance was at play, yes, but something pushed them to the extreme. The producers? Maybe that's what they tried to message me about. Whatever, who knows. Time to get back.
Oh, Harry! Que susto!
Chica's under sunshade where it pours like hell. Her sight, confident, strong, and honest Chica. Much I was lost. So entrenched in lies, the hate in her eyes. And now, this strange melancholy. I wish I'd have known her in a better life. Let's just move on.
35!
The maniac is working out, even on last day. But I ain't even turning into a cycling career. I know his teammates would think if they knew how cold and scheming he can be. Please, jailer and executor in one. One hell of a cheesy writer too. The poisonous speech still rings in my head sometimes. What a twisted mind. Those traders. He must have waited to deliver the notebook and deciphered notes. It wasn't like this before. I'll wait out the rest of the time in the hotel. Shouldn't be long now. The rain stopped just in time for us to walk to the pier. I can't wait to be off this island. In any other circumstance I would have loved this. The descending sun painting the horizon in a cozy mellow purple. The perfumed breeze, the deserted coast. I used to quite fancy it.
So, one of you buy...
That pendeja was joking.
I used to like talking this lot too. Damn it. What it'd be like to be surrounded by people again. Tens, hundreds even on busy city streets. And driving a bus through those roads again. Would I go back to that now?
Alright, ship incoming!
One day late, but here we go. Final.
Oh.
Yeah, finally.
I'm finally gonna leave, yes. These four strangers standing before me. Never to see them again. Sometimes I do wonder. Did they change so much from what I knew about them in the beginning? Or did they just reveal themselves more? Yeah. Did I change or did I uncover more of my true self? But isn't that peeling off layers just a change in itself? We actively pursued those changes, didn't we? What matters is not the change, what matters is the outcome. Am I pursuing justice, truth, security from the darkness of us? Revenge and sadistic thrills? Where did I start to peel those layers? maniacally unraveling the plot of this island and their twisted deaths. Valerie, Giovanni, Ava, Lumi, Isaac, Mia. They could have given so much more to this world. They left behind family, friends, loved ones, hopes and ambitions. There's a reason I was chosen as a detective. What is the detective but a foil for the writer of the story? I did my part in changing us all, but now there's no justice or vengeance left. Not anymore. The story was told and I kept imagining. Well, it would be like to write it once more. That so cute. Harrison Finn Taylor, bus driver by night, only sleepy fellow by day. Self-imposed monotony lulling his mind into forgetfulness. He's not drinking himself to death. Could be worse, innit? But I could really forget. Just the other day, he was driving his red double-decker towards Paddington. Some blokes got inside. "I know you, bruv," said one, rudely pointing at Harrison. "Oi!" shouted the other. "It's that wanker from the show! That burned the money already?" The money, Harrison thought. Can't touch the money, that's not my money at all. Between all this mindless driving and these sleeping days, a promise was still there to fulfill. A promise is all this peculiar fellow has. Better buy some tickets, better get going for a few days. Boss will complain, no doubt, but the promise is all this peculiar fellow has. And so Harrison found himself outside of a stranger's door over a promise to a late friend.
Hallo?
Mia?
Wer sind Sie?
Sorry. Ich spreche nicht Deutsch.
But you are?
I am,
Speaking German.
I meant to say... Anyway, I'm a friend of Maria's.
Mia? Moment, sagte er...
Yes. Could I come inside? Tell you all about it? In an orderly fashion?
Tja, okay. You can come in.
Thank you.
You can tell they were suspecting something like that to happen because they didn't sound that surprised. They sounded like, here goes nothing. But anyway, farewell.